What up, fam? Hit that like, hit that subscribe. This is Agree to Disagree. Eagles finally lose a football game. We're going to react to it. I don't want to say let's go.
Uncle Sweeps, Nick Delgado, the legendary Brian Wilson, and the fucking man himself, Tom Arnone. These three guys from Jersey bringing you real talk with no agenda. You don't like them? Tough shit. It's their show, and they're going to say whatever the hell they goddamn want.
Hey, welcome in, everybody. It's Agree to Disagree, only on HUD Radio. Every Sunday, we are brought to you by our doc. Make them yours. Dr. Paul Vidal, specialized physical therapy, locations in Burlington, Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Find them on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. As always, Brian Wilson, Greg Mwakovic. I'm Tom Arnone. Everybody out there, welcome in. Not the show we want to do. Okay, definitely not the show we want to do. But we'll do Crumb of the Week at the end of it. Phillies lose game one, 3-0 lead, cough it away. Give one away. We'll talk about that. Eagles finally lose. Cough one away.
One away.
Give one away.
The same thing. Eh?
Yeah, welcome to Philly sports. But before I even get into the poll question, something happened today. Something happened today inside my, inside my house. And something new. Something I don't know if I was ready for. So, we now know what the Eagles are. My little guy. We now understand the Eagles. Okay. We understand football. We understand who they were playing. They're playing the Broncos. You got all these little football guys. He's got Eagles guys, Broncos guys, all. So he matches them all up and blah, 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 blah. The Eagles are winning and everything's good. But, Eagles lose, obviously, as we all know. He then realizes the Eagles lose. And there was at least 2 to 3 different meltdowns throughout the night about the Eagles losing and how the Eagles must stink now. That's what it is. The Eagles stink then.
He's one of us already.
Yeah, the Eagles stink. So he's crying. He's crying.
One of us.
He's crying hysterically about it. Like hysterically crying. Like the Eagles stink now. And I'm like, they don't stink. Like, we're awesome, actually. It's okay. Like, I'm like, I get it. I've been there. I kept telling him, like, I did it. When I was your age. I understand. All right. Yeah, there are a lot of things. You got it easy. But I said that's part of sports. Like, you're gonna win games, you're gonna lose games. But I just thought that was funny. I wanted to share that before I forgot to share it. But we officially are here. Okay. And welcome to the misery cast that is Philadelphia sports.
Welcome, kid.
Because we all had to win too, right? At 17-3, we all had to win.
Yeah.
So let's get right into our poll
100%.
and see if this win helps us moving forward.
One of us.
One of us. Despite how shocking the loss was, getting humbled in week 5 will ultimately be a good thing for the Eagles' long-term Super Bowl chances. Do you agree or disagree? Let us know. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, that's where we're live. Everywhere you get your podcasts, we're there as well. Hit the like, subscribe, follow. Most importantly, join the conversation. Because I think I know this football team. I feel like I know their makeup. I feel like I know their toughness, right? These are things I want to believe in from what I've seen through 22 games, 23 games, right? I'm going to agree. Sometimes you need to get punched in the mouth. In all sports, sometimes you need to get squared, especially after that much success. And you skating by games early on, right? You got to find ways to win. They did, right? But not clicking on all cylinders. Sometimes you need the loss mixed in. And the way they lost it, by getting the receivers involved and all that, which sort of calms that down a little bit, right? Makes sense? It sort of calms that down, but you still lost. I think it could be a good thing for this football team. I do. That's me being hopeful, glass half full. But why shouldn't we be glass half full? I say this week in and week out. Okay? And I think they learned something today. And what you learn is something that I said for 2 years. Okay? Something that happened last year, and they won 21 games until they stopped doing it. Okay? Until they decided, you know what? We're going to go the other way, and we're going to cater. We're going to cater to our wide receivers, and we're going to cater to the fans because winning isn't good enough anymore. So we're going to cater to everybody. This is what happened today. We're going to cater to everybody and do what everybody else wants us to do. Because that's more important than winning. So we go and we do that, and we have a great first half, and then we decide to carry the cater into the second half. Okay, long story short on all that, we lost. I've said for 2 years, if you keep Jalen 25, 28 attempts, the Eagles won't lose.
Yep.
They won't lose. They won't, and they didn't. And I'm never that right. Never in the history of Tom Arnone have I ever been that right. And I got one right. And today, when I could feel it. I could feel it. Even when it was 17-3, it was one of those things that I could feel happen.
Well, yeah, we weren't giving the ball to our best player when you're up 2 touchdowns. Everyone could feel it.
But it's not even about giving the ball to your best player with 2 touchdowns.
I mean, it kind of is.
No.
I hear you, but it kind of is.
Before I
even the ball.
Okay, but you're not me to be in my brain at halftime. I'm talking about halftime. Okay, I'm not even talking about the second half. I'm saying coming out.
Third quarter was egregious. Halftime, we were okay. We're in good spot.
Halftime, you might have felt okay, but I had a feeling they were going to come out and they were going to try to force the football again more, right? And they didn't force it in the first half, but I had a feeling that Denver was going to change their game plan and we were going to continue to do what we were trying to do in the first half, and it wasn't going to work. And here we were, okay, besides one big play, and right, and that's where I felt. So there's my rant on it. I agree. I think sometimes not even getting humbled. Just losing a tough one, losing a game you should have, a game you gave away, can bring it together a little bit. You got a short week here, and a Giants team that you're way better than, and go feel good and get off our feet for a little bit, because that's the most important thing. We got guys nicked up, banged up a little bit, and that's what happens when you have a long season last year. We can really use this mini bye after Thursday. Landon Dickinson's not fully healthy. He could use the extra days if he even plays Thursday.
Yeah.
Our whole line basically isn't fully
healthy. This
No.
should be a classic. Landon, you're sitting until Minnesota.
Yeah, I agree. But I agree to the poll because I want to, because I believe in this football team. I believe in their body of work over the last 3 years. I really don't think this is 2 years ago. I want to believe this is the same football team that just went belt to ass to the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl and is the class of the NFC. I believe that's who they are. And they've won a lot of big games already this year. So until that changes, guys, I'm not going to let one loss and one cough up, even though it's at home and with a lead, which makes it worse. Okay. I'm not going to let it define this season or who I think they are, or if I don't think they can't rebound from this. It's week 5 of the NFL season.
You know what?
I'd rather get these losses out of the way.
I kind of agree with everything you said there, except this season so far has looked more like the season 2 years ago than the season last year, because we were skating by. Like 2 years ago, we were 4-0, but we were skating by and we're saying we don't look that good. We're winning games, but we don't look good. That's how we've been this year, because we can't run the football. We got a lot of injuries. We're banged up. The receivers are whining. Everyone's whining. People around town are whining. Like, okay, we haven't lost, but I think everyone can agree we kind of saw a loss coming. Like, we haven't been playing good enough football. Kind of smell a loss coming. So in that aspect, they should be able to bounce back from this. We won 21 of the last 23 games. And then one of the losses, Jalen got hurt and Bailey played in. So, I mean, we're fine. We're fine, but it does smell a little more like 2 years ago than last year, which is unsettling. And the injuries are mounting, and the penalties have been mounting. So, not a good combination.
Yeah, the only thing I'll push back there, Wilson, is 2023, we didn't know how to win a Super Bowl yet, right? And this team got over that hump. So I'm believing that this team knows how to win when it needs to, and up until today, they've shown that, right? And I think that gives you a little bit more benefit of the doubt than 2023. Although on the surface and eyeballs, you're right, except for this team. Most of this team has gotten over that hump last year.
No, I'll give you that, but I mean, that's true. That matters when it comes playoff time for sure. Right now, though, we can't run the football. Last year, we run the football on everybody. There's a lot of differences between the team this year and last year. A lot of the same guys.
I don't disagree there. I don't disagree there. And I think Tommy pointed it out last week or last Wednesday. You know, losing Mekhi Becton obviously is a huge deal.
Hurts the run game a lot, yeah.
Regardless of what he graded out as, right? We now see that is such a huge deal. We just talked about Landon Dickerson.
Up a ton.
Landon Dickerson obviously hasn't been healthy since Jump Street, and I think if there's ever a time, like I said, if there's ever a time to say, "Hey, sit down this week and give Brent Toth a whole week of practice with the number ones. Even it is a short week though, right? But give him a whole week of practice and just let Landon get off his feet till we come back for Minnesota. I think this is the week, win or lose. When he came out, it was like Landon should sit for 2 weeks, maybe even all the way through the bye, right? Depending on what goes on. So I agree to the poll as well. And if you look at our next 3 games, I think it lines up perfectly. I'd obviously you don't ever want to lose, right? But I'd much rather lose to the Broncos in this game than lose to the Giants in one of the next 3, 2 of the next 3. Right? But you go Giants on the road, Minnesota, back Giants, bye week. Right? We hit the bye week 7-1. I think everybody's sitting there pretty. And I think this loss hopefully does that because Tommy, like you said, and Wilson, like you said, we think we know this team.
Even 6-2 makes you feel good going into the
100%.
bye, right?
I agree. 6-2 would be fine.
Like who's that upset? Even if it doesn't look great, like even if you're not looking good, but you're still 6-2. Like you're a good football team.
Looking a little better.
Well,
no. Weeks go on.
I think you just need to run the ball a little bit better. I mean, it's not even a lot better.
You have to run the ball better. That's it.
And
we ain't going to win in the playoffs if we can't run the ball.
But today was the example of it, though. Like this is what drives me crazy. Like today was the example. Like you ran, like he had like 5 carries in the first half, averaging like 5 yards a clip. AJ Dillon had some carries. He was running hard, but it was all set up from the pass. I'm the believer in throw early. Throw early to set up your running game because you're not running it like you were last year. So now you got to set it up. Now you have to set it up.
Yeah, they did that. They did that.
And then the whole second half.
And then in the third quarter, they had a 2-touchdown lead and still didn't give them the ball.
And they didn't do it again. And that's what's mind-boggling. It's like you did exactly what I wanted you to do game plan-wise this week in the first half. And the second half, you said, oh, you know what? We're playing Madden. We enjoyed so much what we did in the first half. We're going to get both these wide receivers to 100 yards apiece. Instead of saying, okay, this isn't a prove a point game. This is to prove how to continue to win. This is to go 5-0, right? And say, guys, you guys can think whatever you want to think on the outside. We're here to win football games. Our legacy isn't defined by how many touchdowns I score. If you can go win 3 championships, the stats don't matter, dude.
Agreed.
Like I somebody needs to like call AJ and call Devontae and say, listen, I don't know if you guys know this, but if you win 3 titles, you're walking to Canton. You're walking to Canton. Your legacy is defined. Shit, even if you won 2 and went to 4,
I need you to shut the fuck up. I need you to stop whining.
Yeah.
I don't care. You can be frustrated. I get it. I mean, I think everyone is frustrated with how the offense has looked. Everyone that's an Eagles fan in the tri-state area, everyone an Eagles fan in the world is probably frustrated with how the offense has looked. But you can't wear the frustrations on your sleeve. You can't. Everyone knows you're moping because everyone can fucking see you moping. You're open on the one long ball till you stopped running.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. You're moping, dude. I'll tell them straight up. Stop moping or we'll trade you to the fucking Jets. And you can have fun catching balls and going 0-18. Have fun.
For the
because
first
I got no time for it.
For the first time ever. For the first time ever, I'm at the point where I can't believe I'm saying this because I had Devontae Smith, right? Because I had Devontae Smith, then I would consider moving.
Yeah, I'm not going to trade him, but I would try to scare him a little bit.
I'm crazy. I'm a lunatic.
Absolutely crazy.
I'm a lunatic. No, because we ain't going to mess up winning. Like, we're not going to mess up the fact of what this is about.
And also, I would tell the offensive coordinator, listen, he can whine. We don't have to try to force feed him, especially when the defensive player of the year, reigning defensive player of the year, is guarding him. We don't need to try to force feed this guy. We have a 2-touchdown lead. Run the football.
All jokes aside, I'm not trying to trade him, but I'm just saying that, like, if somebody called a bad team called an offer for the first next year and like a third, I would listen. If a bad team did, like a team I feel like is going to drop in the top 10, I would absolutely listen. Right? Because I have holes. I have needs. Like I have offensive line needs. Like I could use an extra first round pick because I'm going to win by how good my offensive line is. That's how I'm going to win. Like we know how this team's got to win. I have a young wide receiver in Devontae Smith. I have a true number 1 wide receiver in Devontae Smith. Like if I didn't have him, I would never entertain that conversation. Now, do I want AJ Brown? Hell yeah. But I want him to knock it off. Because if we don't knock it off when we're winning, we're 4-0 and we're bitching, we're tweeting and we're doing all this. We're 4-0. If we were 2-2, I'm right with you. I'm tweeting too. You understand? But we're 4-0. And I don't like that.
You can be frustrated, but when you're 4-0, you shouldn't be showing your frustration. This should be behind the doors kind of shit.
Yep.
I don't need you to be showing it. That's all. Everyone should be frustrated. We haven't looked good. Have we looked good in the fourth quarter yet this year, besides the Rams game? We haven't. A couple of them we haven't even. I'm not sure we even were on offense.
What do you want back for them, Swoop? Like, it's a football team that's going to have to pay.
You can't trade them. You can't trade them.
We're not trading.
I mean, we're not going to trade them. But
no, I know. I know. Just hypothetically, but we still can't.
No, we can't, and we're not. So our main goal was never to go undefeated, but to win another Lombardi.
Exactly. We should be getting. Right. The biggest thing is we should be getting. We're to the point in the season where you should start seeing us getting a little better each week, improving, and we're not doing that currently. I'm not worried about the Eagles, but that's my biggest takeaway is that we look like we're not improving. The play calling hasn't been great, so I'm not going to sit here and say that it's all on the players.
What's funny, though, is I saw some good things today.
Get better.
I thought we saw some good things today before we choked it up, right? It felt like we got to the line a lot sooner. We were all talking about that the last few weeks, right? We got to the line with the play call a lot sooner. Jalen was able to do his reads. I thought some of the things we did in a passing game was really good today. It's just to everyone's point, we don't need Jalen Hurts throwing 38 times when we're up 2 touchdowns for a majority of the game. That has not been our MO on offense ever, especially when we're leading. You know, like if you're down, okay, it's even when you're down though, you still want to get Saquon the ball. You know, but Tom, we talked about it in the group chat and off air, right? It felt like in that second half, every time we got going offensively, there was a penalty, a self-inflicted penalty, right? Like something stupid on our end, not the egregious ones that either got picked up or not called, right? The stupid ones, the formation penalties, right? The holdings, the not getting set, as ticky tack as they were, they're self-inflicted. That's on us. In the past,
those are penalties, yeah.
And in the past, we didn't create those penalties. We didn't beat ourselves in the past. Now we're starting to. The last 2 games, you could say that. The last 2 games, we were starting to, and then obviously this week led to the loss. We could have lost last week, right? Baker did it again today. Baker's just he's a fourth quarter comeback machine, and thankfully Reed tipped that ball, and Jahai was able to catch it. But this loss could have been last week.
Yeah. We could have lost the last 3 if we're being honest.
Yeah.
But
I said it last
week. Win, which is a good thing. Today we found a way to lose. Granted, and now listen. I'm not going to complain about the refs. Were they great? No.
They're terrible.
Like Zach Bowen, I can't have you hitting that guy.
He's still reaching though. He's still reaching.
Yeah, he's still reaching.
He's on the ground though, but it's
they missed that call in the Monday night game.
You got a possibility of getting that flag if you hit him in the head there. You know that if you're Zach Bowen.
I also think
it was ticky tacky.
He was reaching still though.
That time of the game. That time of the game, that can't be called.
I'm in agreement. I still can't have him diving at the guy.
If that's my team, if my guy gets hit, I'll say the same thing. I would say the same thing if my guy got hit.
I would have wanted a late hit there if it was against us.
I'll be
the first one to tell you. I would say it's ticky-tacky, but I would want it.
Not on the down and distance either. Not when that guy looked like he was staying up for a second. Like he looked like he might escape that and he was reaching. Like I get it. It's all really fast though. Should he pull it up? Yeah. Should have tried to pull up. I don't disagree with that. I'm just saying that is a terrible call in this situation. You want to do that shit in the first quarter? Fine. Be my guest. Okay, but you weren't calling late hits out of bounds for either team early on in the game. You weren't really policing that too much, but then you won't police it on arguably the biggest play of the game at that moment. It was a third down. It was a third down.
Yeah. They would have had to kick a field goal.
Yep. Everything changed.
At that point, like not running another 2 minutes off the clock.
Yeah. Like everything can change then. And that's why we lost the game. Then they get a touchdown. Big difference. Big difference from a field goal to a touchdown there. This is how you feel. You know what I mean? Or maybe a block, right? Maybe a miss. Yeah. So much can happen there. Right? But again, the game's on us. Game's on us at the end of the day. Because offensively, we weren't good enough in the second half. And I mean, if you didn't want to get Saquon carries, I mean, A.J. Dillon has been running the football well. He needs more carries. I've been saying this every week. Like you have a.
I don't even care who you give it to. You just got to run the ball more than you did.
Well, you need change of paces in this league.
I agree.
Not everything can look the same. So you need to give different looks. So he should be getting. This is a run-oriented football team. He should be getting 7 to 8 carries a game, while Saquon's getting about 15 to 17 early on in the year. That's what it should do. That's exactly what it should be. But that's exactly how it should be set up to be. And now you're getting different looks, and one guy is going to hammer you in the mouth, and the other guy has that opportunity to go by it. So that's what you have to give the looks of. We did a good job of that last year with Kenny, who ran hard, and Saquon who would make you miss. We did a good job of it. If you like, I'll go back and look at the numbers right now. I guarantee that Kenny Gainwell was on pace for way more carries than
1,000%. We were running the ball way more in general
than what AJ was on pace for.
Way more.
That is.
I mean, it's way more. You don't even have to look it up. It's way more.
Yeah, 150 attempts. No, 75 attempts. But Shipley had 30, so you figure, it's a lot of attempts between the two of them.
Yeah.
So, and
granted, he can get hurt at any time. I'm not saying you can have 5 carries and get hurt, but back-to-back weeks where Saquon kind of gets a little stuck in the ground, a little you're like, ooh, man, is Saquon okay?
Yeah.
I'm not saying you can get hurt at any time, but not a bad thing to give him a little breather and let the other guys get some carries. It's not a bad thing.
Well,
especially as you said, they're running effectively, right?
Yeah, when
if they're not running, then
carry.
Yeah.
Sorry, when he's averaging 5.3 yards a carry, it was exactly what Greg is saying. When you're averaging 5.3 yards a carry, get him the football more. If he's averaging 2.3 yards a carry, I understand it. But when you're averaging 5.3 yards a carry, give him the football. I don't care about the neck.
He's averaging,
if he's clear to play,
he's averaging basically double of what Saquon. Saquon's only averaging 3, or maybe even less after the last 2 weeks. Might be slightly more because we didn't give him the ball this week, but it's not high. So yeah, might as well.
Billy, I couldn't agree with you more, Bill. You can't call that there. The PI on Goddard. See, then you want to leave it in your pocket. So that's where I have a problem with him, right? Like that's a total pull down. Now you might not think the ball's catchable. I don't really care.
And it was definitely PI.
Well, the biggest play of the game was to pick up the intentional grounding. It's the biggest play of the game because he's in the grass.
I don't like how they didn't. Why did they not mention that though? You know what I mean? Like, because they come out and say intentional grounding, and then they were like, "Oh, they're picking the flag up." They didn't say anything about it. That was strange.
I read the pool report, and he claimed that his official to official wasn't working, like the communication system that they have to talk between the officials. So since that's a group call, because you need multiple different officials, he said it wasn't working, so he called it, and then they buzzed down and said, "Nah, pick it up." But they never announced it to the point. And I actually, to be honest with you, I didn't think it was that egregious. But again, then you can't call the other shit too, then, right?
No, when you get spun around like a top, when you get spun around like a spinny top,
I mean, he was literally just throwing it.
I call it no matter what. I agree.
But by the letter of the law, that necessarily isn't grounded, right?
Letter of the law and common sense are two separate things in refereeing and umpiring games, in my opinion.
And nobody's got it, so.
Yeah, well, not. Yeah. That's a conversation for a different show.
Yeah.
But to the point of it is, there's some bad calls. Again, not the reason we lost, but we also made some big plays and had some bad calls.
Yeah.
Right? Like Saquon rushed for 7-8 yard on a first down that was setting us up, and we were feeling good. And then, boom. Holding call on toes.
Yeah, holding. Then there was
they never showed us that
motion or illegal shift on Saquon on the one.
The Devontae, right? The Devontae big play, or if that was AJ big play, I forget. But either way.
No. And then how about the RPO where they got Steen downfield on the opposite side of the field?
Yeah. No impact on the play.
He's out of the play. And I get it, but he's on. To me, in an RPO world that we live in now,
him for that though, because he shouldn't be downfield there. But you're right.
But it's an
complete opposite side of the field.
But it's an RPO. He's thinking run. He's not looking back saying, "Oh, did you pass it? Let me go hit the second level now."
But
I just think that's a rule issue.
Penalty, but it's kind of weak. I agree.
100%, and that's where I say I think it's more of a rule issue. in an RPO world that we live in now, how are you not giving these guys an extra yard or two, you know what I mean, based off of what's going on? Especially on the backside. Again, no impact on the play. It's on the other sideline. He was 30 yards away from it.
Yeah, what's that guy really like stopping? You know what I mean?
But yeah, I mean, you're right. Not the reason we lost. A lot of self-inflicted wounds, which, like I said, we don't usually do to ourselves. You know, we usually don't have the self-inflicted wounds like we had today. And they just set you back.
Big time. Set you back big time.
And the other thing too, I guess, you know, as much as I liked a lot of what the offense looked like, especially early, I liked the rhythm, I liked the flow, but we were so touchdown or nothing, and we're not usually like that. You know what I mean? Like some of those drives, we usually at least get 3 out of. You know, we sustain enough of a drive to get 3 out of, or you know what I mean, or get points and chew up a lot more clock than we did today. We didn't. I mean, there were series where we threw 3 downs, and it felt like Chip Kelly was back calling plays. Yeah. Like, you know, the defense was so gassed. I don't blame them for not being able to get a stop, you know, at times in the game because they were on the field the whole time.
Yeah, the whole second half, and they had a 2-touchdown lead for the majority of it. That's
right.
What's embarrassing, Greg. That's the embarrassing part of today.
I mean, this football team was like,
you have a huge lead. You should be leaning on them and giving your defense a rest. Instead, you're going 3 and out. Like, of course they're tired. Of course, Denver's starting to get into a flow.
Well, Keith, this is what happens when you cater to the wide receivers and you cater to the noise. When you cater to the noise, instead of you making winning plays with your legs, which you're used to, he's trying to keep his eyes downfield, and he's trying to make a play inside the pocket, and he's trying to make a play on the run.
And it's like we're worried that everyone's talking about how they don't like the tush push. We stopped doing it. Fuck that. Tush push all the way down the field. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
Let them talk. I don't care. They're going to remove it after this year. We might as well fucking beat it to death.
Well, I don't know. Kyle Shanahan picked it up. It might stay now.
It ain't staying. They're going to vote it out. But it should stay. But Jesse, they whine about it so much, you know they're going to vote it out.
100%.
Jets, the offensive line, he says, isn't as dominant as it was. No, it's not.
No, 100%.
Well, they're getting old and they're banged up.
Yeah.
Did
you see the short video that came out? I mean, guys were in the locker room, Marty in the hyperbaric, were in the leg suits getting treatment from the game because they got the short week. Game's already over and they're already, you know, starting treatment for the upcoming week. It's crazy.
And they need to, right? Eddie said I really felt like they were catering to AJ too much. Not the reason we lost, but got to stick to the game plan of winning. Devontae was awesome. Yeah, I mean, listen, they need to go back to what they do. 25 to 28 attempts from the quarterback, right? I'm not saying you're a run first team. I'm saying that you should be able to run the ball better than you throw the ball because of your quarterback's ability to run. That's what I'm trying to say. They need to get into the RPO all day. That's what they need to get to. When you struggle with running the football and you're struggling with reads as a quarterback at times, you need to get in the RPO format.
And throw to the open guy. Stop trying to force feed him because he's whining. That's what we can't do.
Check downs, all those things.
If guys are open,
and do we know how to screen? Do we know how to run a screen?
Apparently not. A wide receiver screen. Not
a running back screen?
Do we not a running back one.
Okay, just asking for a friend.
Apparently not.
That I think though is the overarching theme of 5 games so far. Is what is our identity offensively? We don't know.
We don't have one.
We don't have one.
Yeah.
So there's nothing that we think that we know what we are, right? Because we've seen this team. But Kevin Patullo right now doesn't have an identity as a play caller, doesn't have an identity as an offensive coordinator, doesn't have an identity as anything right now other than just a placeholder with a score sheet, or a play calling sheet in front of him. Because yeah, we force fed AJ, but he's one of the best wide receivers in the league. Same thing with Devontae. Yeah, we got Devontae the ball because they're great. But what we didn't do is get Saquon the ball because he's equally as great.
Well, they even get Saquon the ball in the part of the game where you had to lead.
Where you have to.
And let me ask you guys a question, because what we know is what we know. And what we know is that Jalen Hurts hasn't had the same coordinator period.
Yep.
For more than 1 year. So knowing that, right now, gun to your head, will Patul be back next year in your mind? Knowing what you know about him not having the consistency of back-to-back the same coordinator for 2 straight years, to see what that kind of growth would be? Or would you guys be more on the side of, you know what? Nope, we got to go get the best possible guy out there.
Well, I think he'll probably be back because I don't think he's going to get poached by another team like a bunch of them have.
That's one
Well,
part.
obviously that's.
But
obviously, I'm not saying about that. I'm saying you let him
if
go.
we have to go get somebody, that means that we're bowing out early, which I don't want to happen either. So, because if we lose in the playoffs early, then we might be going getting somebody.
Right now, forget playoffs, forget anything. What you've seen and you knowing that Jalen has not had the same coordinator. That's what I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Right. Because
I think he'll be back.
I think the same thing because he hasn't had the same coordinator for more than 1 year. That I would give that no matter what happens this year. Like I was
it's too early to make that decision yet anyway. So,
but I would just eat it is my point. Like no matter how this year ends, I would probably just eat it. I would say, you know what? Let me see what 2 years together does.
Unless we blow up and win the Super Bowl again and he gets poached, I would think I don't think so either. That's why I would think he'll likely be back.
I think he would need to like go back to one or like go to another NFC title game and then he would get poached.
No, I'm in a full agreement, Tommy.
I'm with you guys. He's back as of now. And to be honest with you, I mean, I don't even want to talk about, anything in midseason because then that means we're not doing well. And anything midseason is just a complete either course correction or overreaction.
Well, we're not going to do anything midseason.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing today is we didn't get that, big turnover.
Yeah.
Near today.
Sure. Sure.
So,
yeah, we didn't get it. And the last few weeks, we haven't gotten a big drive that Jalen used to own, right? Yeah. Especially second half. There's always at least one big drive that Jalen Hurts has produced through this winning streak. And through the last 2 weeks, we have not gotten that drive. Because in any one of those games,
especially last year, Greg, like it seemed like if a team scored on us and looked like they were taking the momentum from us, we would come up with a big drive. Even if it was just to go get 3 and kill the momentum, we would come up with a big drive. We've been increasing their momentum by going 3-ing out a lot, which is
I said it on Wednesday about last week, right? You get that ball 7-8 minutes left. I need at least a field goal to push that back to a 10-point game.
And back in the day,
same thing today. You got the ball back, up 7 still. You could have kicked the field goal, and then that 2-point conversion didn't matter.
And last year, it's over when you got the ball back with 7 minutes left.
100%.
It's over.
And I think
it's not the case right now.
And something else we're missing
on leaves everything open to interpretation. Then anything can happen if you can't close the game out. I think we were saying this like 4 weeks ago when it was early in the season. Like our biggest thing is that we know we can close games out. Well, right now we can't, and that's not good.
No, you're right. And that's the big problem.
See you, Eileen.
Bye, Eileen. That's the thing we did great last year. We would have those monster drives. We're not getting them.
Always
not getting them. But the other side of it is, and I think something we're missing that helps. I know he got hurt last year, but Nakobe Dean in the run side of the defense is definitely something we're missing. As a run stopping wise. Definitely you can see us missing that linebacker. He's just more physical.
Know how he's doing?
Oh,
they started his window. He could be back next week.
Yeah, he probably won't be back Thursday. But
they started his practice window though.
Yeah, probably won't be back Thursday. But he'll probably be back by the Minnesota game.
I would think so.
But my point of that is he's a better run stopper, I think, than Jihad is. So I'll be interested to see how they use these two. But it should be a big piece to get back because he's a big part of the run defense.
He was just a big part of the defense in general last year. He made a lot of big plays.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Coop did come close to a turnover, Greg. So did Q. I mean, Q came close to one as well.
I still think that was a fumble too. That Coop hit. I don't know.
I agree.
It was like his arm was going forward. What's his arm going forward?
I don't know.
It looked like the empty hand going forward to me.
Yeah, I didn't see forward. Forward's pass. Forward to me is this.
Yeah, exactly.
Not clocking up and getting here. Getting here is not going forward. Like maybe
Yeah,
that's
like
why I
once
said
it
maybe
passes your
maybe I didn't
body-
get enough sleep last night. But like clocking up and going to here and getting it punched before it passes the head is not going forward.
Exactly.
Forward,
Once it's past your body, I'll consider it going forward.
yeah, like once it's here, no, once it's past your head, I consider it going
past your
forward.
body, yeah.
Yeah, past your body. Yep, fair. That works too.
But yeah, it's a past your head. Same thing. Whatever you want to
Past
say.
your head.
However you want to say it.
Past your head, 'cause your head's always back further.
I watched that replay like 4 times, and I was like, "That's a fumble. That's a fumble." And then they came back like, "Not a fumble." I was like, "Not a fumble. What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah, I could have swore it was. That's why I thought I was losing my mind. I really did. I was like, "What am I like? Like? How's that not a fumble?" And it was called a fumble on the field.
No, Seattle.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you add that to it. Like, you had that much extra that you saw that it was definitive. You know what I mean? Like that's usually a play stands as called because it was too close.
Usually is, because they'll be like, "All right, yeah, just keep it. Just keep it." Naturally.
Yeah.
Because that's like, rolling on the field is hard to overturn.
On something that close.
Yeah. Hard to overturn.
Yeah, it seemed like a fumble.
Yeah, I don't know how it wasn't. I want to stand by that. I really don't know how it wasn't. Do not know how that was not a fumble. Because again, if it was called something else on the field, I get it. I totally get it. But to me, what's called on the field always matters.
It should. Yep, it definitely should. And then I don't know how you'd miss that one at the end either. I mean
that's egregious, dude. That's
the
at
one
the
at
two.
the end.
Yeah, it's a 2. It's a 2-yard line. 2-yard line.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Pulled him down, obviously wrapped around him.
And like, fine, if the guy behind can't see that, the guy running down the sidelines got to be able to see that, or the guy in the middle of the field's got to be able to see that arm wrapped.
Total.
You would think.
Total raping.
Yeah.
Total rape job. Again, just not keeping it 100 in terms of being consistent, and I think they're the worst. They're the worst types of crews.
I believe, as the kids would call it now, keeping it a buck.
Keeping it a buck.
No cap. Whatever that means.
Oh.
Yeah, the consistency is it, right, Tommy? And like we see in baseball all the time, like, how do you have a different game called from a different crew? You know what I mean? Like, the game is the game. It should be called the same. We see it in all sports, though. We see it in all sports. How are you calling a different play differently between crews? It's insane.
I mean, Bill, people have been saying that for fucking 40 years, Bill.
Yeah.
I actually didn't think you played that bad today.
You can pick out like 3 games a week where you're like, seems rigged.
That's why I stopped betting sides. That's why I stopped betting games. Because I never win. But B, it's because it's become so hard.
It's difficult to win.
It is difficult to win. Enough of Ringo. I guess the sweep says. I thought he played.
He didn't play bad today. He played better than he's been playing recently, I felt like, today.
Yeah, I just don't know who you go to, bud. So I mean, unless they
you only have so many choices.
Unless they make a trade, and at this rate, man, I mean, you're not the one thing you're not finding this time of year is offensive line help. So you're not gonna find that.
Yeah, or D-back help.
But that's next year. Next year's
I feel like
draft.
everyone needs D-back help.
Next year's draft early on is offensive line help. No question about it.
Well, just with the age of our guys, that's
Not even like much help, but you got to get younger there. Yeah, I mean, your first 2 picks should probably be up front, just to replenish it, right? Even if one guy's a backup for 2 years, he's got to replenish it.
Well, you did this year. We did take 2 guys late,
but don't count. Late
I hear
don't
you.
count to
Yeah,
me.
but I don't know. I always
Cameron
feel like
Williams-
late does count for us.
No, it
but
counts,
I
but
hear
it doesn't. It counts,
hear
but it
you.
doesn't.
I hear you.
Because I know when I take a guy with this coaching staff in the first 2 rounds, those guys are can't misses. When I take
Sure.
guys in the 6th or 7th, or one guy's undrafted, let's keep it real. I mean, listen, I trust it to get better, but I don't expect that. I can't expect that guy to end up a Hall of Famer like Jason Kelsey or
I
be
don't
like
disagree.
Jordan Mailata. I
I
can't
hear you.
expect it.
Well,
It's not fair to the
Jason
player.
Kelsey was a late pick, but
I know, but
hear you.
it's not fair to the player to expect that.
You
Expectations.
can't expect it to be Lane. You could say.
Yeah,
sure,
yeah,
Lane
yeah,
was
like-
a high pick, and Lane's a Hall.
That's what I'm saying. I know.
Yeah.
Like I know if I got if I use
Like
my
Landon.
first,
We knew Landon was going to be a player because he's
But
hurt,
even
and
at
they still
pick-
take him early second. Like he's
even
going
at
to be a
pick-
player.
even at pick 30, I know with this football team, if they had picked 30 and 60, right? 31, 32, 62, doesn't matter. Like that, I know that they'll hit those picks at the offensive line
Mhm.
on offensive line.
I'm
all
in
time.
agreement. I'm in
Yeah.
All
agreement.
the time. And at this rate, with Lane's age, right? Landon getting banged up a lot. You need to find it. You need to get younger. That's a position that Steen was a miss. You think, Tony? I never really liked Steen as much as other people did. I thought that's why I said I thought
I'm
Mekhi
not sure that he's
Becton.
a miss yet.
I thought
can't
Mekhi
say that
Becton couldn't
yet.
get out the door. That was my opinion. Greg knows that. I
Uh,
was very adamant
yeah.
about
I mean,
not letting Mekhi
I think we
Becton
both
walk.
said that we should our O line's so good you can't let any of them leave. We were echoing that. I felt like last year, like they're so good, you might as well just sign them.
You
Keep
got to
them
run it
together.
back. Got to run it
Yeah,
back.
gotta
Yeah.
run it back.
Poop stains and all.
And back. Good old shit stain.
Good old poop stains. Sorry to throw you off there.
No shit stain me to that.
But overall, I'm not
Tackling.
worried. Overall, I'm not worried. It's just there's some concerning trends, we'll say.
Yeah, but I think
Fuck.
we're all in agreement. We all kind of saw it coming. Rather it happen now than later in the year. And not to say we can't lose again, right? But after the bye, our schedule really picks up a little bit. We go. Obviously Thursday Giants, then on the road Minnesota, home Giants. Then we go into bye, and then we come out to Green Bay, Detroit. At Green Bay, home Detroit. At Dallas, home Bears. Right, and then at Chargers. So there's those 5 games coming out are going to be tricky, but again, if this team is who we think they are, they should be able to handle that stretch. That Chicago game that's the Black Friday, I think. That's the 3:00 Black Friday game.
Yeah, bullshit fucking game.
That's a busy work time for you, huh, boy?
Yeah, it's the best day to work of the year, honestly, because it's paid day and then it's double time. So
Nice.
I have to work, so I won't see that game at all. But I just don't like. I love we'll play at 3 p.m. on a Friday. Fucking why, dude?
Yeah.
Fucking why?
Like, who thought that's a good idea?
Good
But
think
player
everything's a
safety.
good idea.
Player safety.
Yeah, player safety.
Picky.
Bill says, question, fellas.
Joshua, picky.
Yes, Bill.
We win on Thursday.
Yes.
He says he thinks we drop another one, 27-24. I was going to end you there. I disagree, Bill.
They lost to the Saints, Bill.
Like,
I smelled that loss to the Saints coming, but yeah,
I did.
I think. Listen, Bill, I like Jackson Dart and all, but they don't really have like Scadaboo's nice young rookie, but they don't really have enough. Their biggest weapons out for the year.
Yeah.
They're not very good defensively. I mean, we better not lose.
Bill, we're 4-1. We don't stink. Stop it.
Bill. If Neighbors was playing, maybe I could wrap my head around it, like losing one of them. But now with no Neighbors, they say no chance with Jackson Dart by himself back there. No chance at all. And to say we stink when we went to Kansas City and won there, we went into Tampa and won there. Tampa's a 4-1 team in case anybody missed it. They find ways to. Hold
look
on,
at all of our
hold
wins.
on. I'm not
All of our
done.
wins.
I'm not done yet. You know what I mean? I'm not done yet. Okay, this is the Bill. I'm not done because Bill. Not only did we go into Tampa, right? Tampa's found ways to win all their games in the last 30 to 60 seconds. So that's all they know how to do is win. And we went there into their building, and all we did was win. So we found ways to win games. I don't like this narrative. The Rams are a damn good football team.
You don't have to justify yourself to Bill Millbrook. We
Well,
love Bill, but
we
know Bill.
I'm justifying this football team.
This doesn't shock me that Bill feels this way. This is how Bill feels every year. This is a common occurrence for Bill. This is Bill Middlebrook.
These aren't
teams. And we love Bill. This is Bill.
These aren't teams that aren't like these are good football teams. Like the teams they beat are good football teams. Like I could see if they beat shitty teams by the skin of their teeth. They did not. They're beating good teams by the skin of their teeth. He says, I know this isn't going to be the Barkley game. Okay. We haven't played a complete game, but we beat teams that also didn't play complete games that are good teams. I mean, I don't know, guys. I mean, we're flipping out.
I agree.
We don't know how to handle.
We haven't played a complete game, and we're 4-1, and we've beaten 3 good teams.
We don't know how to handle a loss. We don't know how to handle a loss right now.
Yeah, we haven't had one in a while. We don't know.
Sad, really.
We haven't been here in a minute.
Yeah,
and everybody forgets.
Yep, there's no shot. Now
it's the sky is falling.
Bill, I can promise you guys we beat the Giants twice, so there's 2 wins right there. So okay, you cough up Minnesota. You know, you're talking about a 6-2 football team.
Going to the break. Going to the bye.
Right.
And like you said last week, Tommy, who didn't have his 2-2 after week 4?
Yep.
I know I did.
And like Buffalo's undefeated right now, by the way, too, and they don't look good either. So I mean, like you can.
It's the NFL. Changes week to week.
Yeah, and they're at home as well.
The fact that we've won 21 of our last 23, we should be pretty happy about.
And they are at home as well. Now they didn't lose, but it's just the point. And I don't think we lose to Minnesota either. But I'm just making the point to everybody, Jesse. That's worst case scenario, in my opinion, because there's no way the Giants beat us in either game. They just don't. Again, if Neighbors was healthy, I could see them stealing one. Right? I could see them stealing one of the games. But no Neighbors, where's their offense coming from?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Where are you getting the offense from?
They would have to run on us. That's their only opportunity. And I don't think that's going to happen.
I mean, teams have ran on us, decently, but it doesn't mean that they're the type of team that's good enough to run on us.
No, I agree. And they don't really – the thing is, the teams that I felt like have ran the ball pretty well have pretty good deep threat. They don't really have anything down the field right now.
They don't have any threat.
Yeah, no, I mean, they throw to Wan'Dale Robinson, who's like, gadgety, like middle of the field guy. And they've been running the ball at Scatterbo, and Jackson Dart's going to run the ball a little bit for sure. But that's pretty much all they do right now.
Yeah. Tony, I mean, it's week 5. Like, I'm right with you guys. Like, we got to clean stuff up, but like, let's give it some time to clean it up. Let's see if we can clean it up. Like, it hasn't been a good trend to start the year. I get you guys, but it's also what we have time to clean it up. We act like the postseason starts next week. Right? We have time to clean it up. That's where I'm at.
Oh, you're spot on. It's the right spot to be because that's what it is. We have plenty of time.
There's plenty.
It's week 5. Again, we go. I know, Tommy, you and I have talked about this ad nauseum at this point. Go back to the Patriots run. Go back to the beginning of the Chiefs run. Were they clicking on all cylinders through October? No. Nobody clicks. Nobody clicks that early. They all build to the end of the year. There was Patriots years where they're 3-3. They're 500 through October.
I remember when Kansas City waxed them the first year that Mahomes was really good, and everyone was like, "This is it. The Patriots are done," and then they won the Super Bowl that year.
Yeah.
Tony, in 2023, Greg mentioned this earlier. I mentioned it on Wednesday. We mentioned this. That was before we won a Super Bowl, right? And we felt like now we feel like we know how to win, right? We got to the mountaintop and won. So now knowing that, like, it's not 2023. It's 2023 if you lose that many games in a row. Like, it's not 2023 until you go on an epic losing streak. Like, I don't think that's what everybody understands. Nobody's factoring that in. Like, in 2023, they stopped winning games.
Yeah.
So it's not 2023.
I mean, 2023, we just straight up stunk at the end of the year. Like,
Yeah,
there's
so
no other way around. People were still trying to tell me we were going to beat the Bucks in the playoffs that year. I was like, we're going to get killed. We stink. And we did. We stunk at that point.
but
The end of 2023, we stunk.
Yeah, and we lost what, 6 in a row at that point.
Yeah, and then the Bucks fucking killed us.
That's what I mean. So if we start going on a losing streak like that, then I am right with you guys. We go lose Thursday to the Giants. Okay, it's starting to smell like 2023. But if we go beat the Giants and we don't go on these losing streaks, then it is not 2023.
Tony, we've had inexperienced offensive coordinators our entire time here with Sirianni.
Yeah.
The only one that was experienced was Kellen Moore. Everybody else was fresh.
Tony, we were 10-0, but my point is
he could argue that's the only time that we won. But but yeah, I mean,
Fuck
listen,
you, Brian.
It definitely takes time. It definitely takes time to gel. Like when you're overturning a coaching staff, you can't expect to be great right off the rip. It's going to take time. And we were 4-0, and I think we've all said it. We haven't looked great. Like we kind of smelled a loss was coming because we haven't looked great over
it's
this
huge to
beginning
get
of
the
this
4-0
season.
because of the schedule.
But we're still moving along. We're winning games. We're winning them ugly, but we're winning. We just need to start looking better. That's all. We haven't looked great. To me, that's the most like you should be improving and stuff, and it seems like we're not. That's my only issue. But I'm not worried at all, really.
Well, I mean, that's the point of this all is the teams you beat were big wins.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, listen, we won in Kansas City. They're a very good team. They'll be in the playoffs. Dallas might be in the playoffs, who we beat the first week. And Tampa Bay is definitely going to be in the playoffs, and we won in Tampa Bay. So what are we worried? Like, what are we talking about? We've beat some good teams. We probably have the most impressive wins on the season of anyone, if we're being honest. In KC, in Tampa Bay, nobody else has those
that's what
wins.
I'm saying. When you're feeling yourselves out and you're winning those games, it's even better. Like that shows you how good this football team is.
Yeah, like
so
we're not firing on all cylinders, and we're still good enough to beat good teams in their place.
Yeah, and good teams, and a really good team here.
Maybe two of them, because Dallas. I mean, listen, Dallas don't play a lot of defense, but Dallas can move the football for sure. I don't understand Tony's 10-0 thing. What does that mean?
Everyone's butthurt. We haven't looked good for 4 quarters, and we get it. I get it. Everyone wants to see 4 quarters. It's fucking week 5. Give me a team that's shown 4 quarters of play. Give me a team that's shown 4 quarters of play.
The Lions, maybe, but they've also looked.
But they lost.
Times.
But they lost. They lost week 1.
No, I know that. I'm saying, but they've looked.
Green Bay lost to Cleveland, so like, you know what I mean? Like again,
right? Everyone looks bad.
Everyone looks bad through week 5.
There's no reason. You don't have to justify yourself to these people. Everyone looks bad. If they don't know that, they just don't know the NFL.
It's just like, just looking for shit to complain about. It's fucking annoying. And I get it. We're all vile.
I still
right
think
now.
the biggest complaints should be the fact that we can't run the ball like we could last year. That's what we have to. That's what we need to work on, because that was our identity last year. It is not our identity now, and that's just a fact.
I would agree
last
there.
Year we were a killer. We were a killer when we had the lead. We would just bury you by just leaning on you. We can't do that right now, and it leaves us open to anything. I'd say you're open to comebacks when you can't put games away, and that's just a fact. So that's where we are right now. But doesn't mean we can't get better at it, but that's where we are right now.
Completely agree. Completely agree.
New England might win this game.
Wouldn't hate it.
I like New England. I think Drake May's good.
Took the points.
I took New England, yeah.
Tony, we actually talked about that at the beginning of the show. You might have joined a little late. I think Landon definitely sits. sits Giants and you know, he very well could wait till the bye, but sits at least Giants, comes back from Minnesota. But I would if they came out today and said, yeah, Landon's done till they put him on a little IR stint, 3 games, and then the bye, that would work for me. I don't know, does a bye count on the IL stint? The bye count as a week miss for the IL? Or does it have to be games?
Well, I mean, are you talking about IR?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, he could just not play.
It's 4 weeks or 4 games. That's what I'm saying.
He could just not play for a week. You don't have to put him on IR. You know what I mean?
Well, right, but you just waste a roster spot then on some guy that you're not. You know.
I mean, I hear you, but unless he's going to be out for a while, I wouldn't put him on IR. I feel like maybe if you're like, if we're being honest, he probably doesn't play Thursday, I would say.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm okay with sitting him down and getting him a rest. He's been banged up like 3 times already this year.
Yeah, he's been rolled up a few times.
Yeah, which is ugly to see. You never want to see that. But yeah, I think that we're gonna be fine. I think we're gonna win Thursday. I'm not really worried. I know Bill's worried. That doesn't surprise me. I'm not worried. We're gonna win Thursday. We'll be fine. I would just want to see us get back to running the ball better. That's really all. That's really all where I'm at. Besides that, I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah.
And I'm more worried, or I'm more locked in, I would say, on the Phillies, honestly. Big game tomorrow.
Yeah, that was a tough one last night.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I'm sure half the people in here, just judging by how they're reacting to the Eagles losing in their first game in like a year, I'm assuming everyone thinks the sky's falling for the Phillies as well. I know Tom does.
It wasn't good.
I don't. I'm okay.
It wasn't good.
I think we're better. No shit, it wasn't good. We're better than this team. We should have beat them yesterday when they threw their best arms at us. We blew the game. That's on us. 1,000%. You go out, you win a baseball game tomorrow. We're better than this team. We win this series in 5. Let's go. I'm not out. I'm right there. I think we're gonna win a game tomorrow. I think we've always played good in LA. We bring it back home and we win it in 5. That's where I'm at. I'm not happy with yesterday. When you would hope you could step on Ohtani's throat when you get him on the ropes there. We couldn't do it.
Yeah.
He was able to pitch out of it. He's
had him
obviously
twice.
very good.
You had him twice.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He is.
But we had him. We needed to not that the double. As soon as Kiki hit that 2-run double, I said, "This doesn't smell good. It smells bad." I knew something bad was happening. Now, it's a bad loss, but I'm going to echo again. We've been good. There's a lot of people you can blame right here. Top of the lineup didn't hit. You know, we didn't get timely hits. We made some bad plays. There were some bad managerial decisions. Yada 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 yada. There's a bunch of things to go around. Bottom line is, we're better than this team. We beat ourselves yesterday, and I think we're going to win a baseball game tomorrow. And I still think we're going to win this series. That's
if real quick, if we don't win a baseball game tomorrow, the series is over. So. Yes, I would say.
I don't think it's over till it's over, but if it lose tomorrow, you're in big trouble.
Okay, I got beachfront. I got beachfront in Idaho. If you think if we lose tomorrow, this ain't over, but fine. Yeah, I agree with you. I hear you. It's not over till it's over, but that's over. that might be a wrap.
It smells over, but it wouldn't be over yet. But yeah, it would.
Yeah, I mean,
thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you really are hanging the poster of all of the whole team above your bed right now. With the optimism coming out of your mouth.
Well, I knew you were going to be negative Nancy. Oh, my God, we lost one baseball game.
You sound like Rob Thompson. You sound like Rob Thompson. You and Rob Thompson probably slept in the same bed last night. You and Robbie T head to toe last night. Oh, you know what?
Win the game tomorrow. You know what? We always play well in LA.
Hey, Rob, you want to give a spoon in?
That's fine.
How do you feel about a spoon?
You can say what you want to. I didn't realize that you were a little baby girl. Go hide.
I didn't realize that you and Robbie were sleeping together.
Go hide under your bed, little baby. It's fine.
Oh yeah, go strap
hide
it
under
on.
Your bed. The monsters are coming. Go hide in your room.
Let me know how it feels.
Go to covers on your head.
Good morning, Rob. Hey, there's Morning Wood with Rob Thompson. Morning Wood with Rob Thompson.
They're gonna win tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm just telling you, they're gonna win tomorrow.
They better
and
win
we're gonna win the series in 5.
They better win tomorrow.
They might win the series in 4.
I had them in 5. They're not winning in 4, so I
We
would
might.
come down there. But
always play good in LA. We might win in 4. Listen, we're better than this team. We shot ourselves in the foot yesterday. Yes, terrible. We're still better than this fucking team, and we're gonna get it done.
Oh.
We're talking it into existence. You can be the negative Nancy all you want. Go hide in your room. I'm talking it into existence. We're going to win this fucking series.
I love you. I love you. I do. I love you. But last night was too tough to overlook and not react to. You know what I mean?
It was a bad loss.
I 100% agree. Yes, that we're still in it, right? And yes, we technically are, but we haven't won a series when we go down to 0-1 at all, right? But
you have it, so you do.
Outside of everything else, that single decision in that moron's head with an absolute fresh bullpen to run David Robertson back out there to start the 7th inning lost it all. Whether you go Ranger there, whether you go Strom there, whether you go Kirkering there, start the inning with somebody fresh. We've been awful weak. You saw Dave, as you said earlier, Wells. You saw Dave Roberts.
Kirkering looked very good.
Kirkering is fine when he starts an inning. It's not shocking that a lot of these bullpen guys aren't good when they have to inherit runners. I get it.
I wouldn't have brought him back out there. I'm right with you.
And you saw Dave Roberts
of reasons that we lost that game.
Dave Roberts is a moron.
You need to get Kiki out there.
Dave Roberts is a moron.
Big, but you need to get him out there. I feel like he should have been punched out on the pitch before that. But I digress. I'm not going to blame the umps. We need to get Kiki out there. You need that.
Sure.
I'm with you about the Robertson thing. I wouldn't have brought him back out.
But I think that alone is the game.
We need our big money guys to have more than one hit combined. There's a lot of things we need.
But that alone lost the game because we were still winning at that point.
I agree with that.
We were still winning.
It was a bad decision because Robertson was. I mean, did he even?
He's 75 years old. He got the out.
He got the out we need him to get. Yes.
You got an off day. We haven't played 6 or 7. Right? You have a fresh bet. I didn't care if you go get Duran for 3 innings. I don't care who it was.
Everybody's missing the point. Not you guys, but everybody's missing the point. Is when David Robertson hasn't done that all year, that's egregious. When he hasn't thrown, sat, and thrown again, you can't do it in the postseason.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing to me.
That's egregious. That's egregious. And the fact that Matt Strom has only inherited an entire season, 8 runners inherited the entire season means he is not comfortable in that role to begin with. So what are you doing there? And then thirdly, who it's on? It is on Trey Turner, Kyle Schwarber, and Bryce Harper. They're the 3 guys this is on because you can't have games like that in the postseason. Like you can't have that many punchies between.
We can even add Boom. We can even add the 4th hitter.
Oh yeah, he was just as bad.
Top 4.
But at least he was on base. But at least he was on base twice.
That's the only reason I left him out. He was on base twice.
And he's not making $500 million.
Yeah. He's not making as much as that.
Oh, I mean, but 1 for 11 with 6 Ks is atrocious. But again, you still were winning the game when you brought David Roberts out in the 7th inning. With all that,
I mean, I think if you go into if you told me before the game yesterday we're going to score 3 on Shohei, I'm feeling pretty good.
We should, yeah.
We got to win that game. It's a bad loss, but it's again we shooting ourselves.
Schwarber and Harper just looked like they were swinging for the fences instead of just getting on base or just getting a hit. Yeah, it looks like they. And I get it. You got to swing and gear up for 100. So I get it. You got to be all. But it just looks like that they were just everybody was flying out yesterday, and Will to some of ours, I think hesitation in being all willied up right now is we've seen this before with this team, and we've seen it before with this team in the postseason, right? We all hoped and believed going into it that we were going to be different, and that this year felt different, and then yesterday played out exactly as the fucking nightmare does in your head, right? It's your top 3 don't hit, your bottom and middle are the only guys that show a pulse in the game. You lose to your bullpen, which has given up games all year, and that's just how it was. So it's tough to get that out of our heads when we see it play out, and we just tried to hope and pray it wasn't going to be the case this year.
Yeah, this is
And all of a sudden it is again.
This is what I'm saying. I'm the one who told everybody this is the year to get over it, and the way they've been after the 7th inning, and the things they've done, and it's been consistent all year. And I was team Phillies. I was Mr. Ring the Bell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what I watched in Game 1 is exactly what they've done in years past.
Yep,
and why they haven't been able to get over this hump. So now, to me, is I'm not going to sit here with blind optimism and say, "Oh, you know what? Monday's going to be different, and the rest of the series is going to be different." Now you got to come out and prove it to me Monday, because I'm not going to get excited about it.
I'm excited
until you go get Game 2. I'm excited. I mean, I'm more. Not the word excited isn't the
you
right
sound
word.
nervous.
I'm not
like
nervous.
A little
Cautious.
nervous Nelly.
Nervous
A
Nelly.
couple of nervous fucking Nellies above me. Is what
I'm just not going to get my heart broken.
Nervous Nelly. I'm fine with it. I wear my heart on my sleeve. Nervous
okay, Mr.
Nellies.
Heart on the sleeve.
Couple nervous Nellies.
Yeah.
What a guy. I remember Tommy when he had a sack.
I remember Wilson when the Phillies didn't pay his bills. I remember
the Phillies aren't paying my bills.
I mean, you sound like fucking Rob Thompson.
I'm not going to go run away and hide. You lose a baseball game, you're going to go run away and hide? You sound like a little bitch.
Oh, my God.
You're going to go run away and hide? You sound like a little girl.
Rob Thompson spokesman.
Oh, no, we lost the game.
Here he is. Hey, Rob Thompson spokesman. Brian Wilson. Brian Wilson.
The sky is falling.
Rob last night acted like there's 161 left. Rob last night, Rob Thompson, you would have thought there was 161 left. That's how Brian Wilson sounds. That's why you
gotta keep the confidence up. We're better than this team. He should walk in there. We're better than this team. We blew this fucking game. We're gonna win a fucking baseball game tomorrow. It's exactly how he should have walked in this morning.
That's not what he said.
That's exactly how he should have walked in this morning. That's how I would have walked in this morning. That's not how you would have walked in. I guess we should pack our fucking lockers.
Oh, that's not how I walk in about the manager of the team. Okay. So you think I'm that kind of coach and you're a fraud?
You sound like it.
No, I'm not a coach in this situation. I'm a fan.
Sound
as a fan, no, okay, moron. As a fan, not a coach.
I'm just want to get under your skin now.
If you think as a coach I'm going to come in there and act like we're not going to win a baseball game Monday, then you don't know me well enough. All right? You don't know me well enough when the gear comes on.
Recently?
Excuse me?
Nothing.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
You said something?
I mean, if you can't hear me.
Oh, I didn't hear you yet. That's why I said, huh?
Well, fix your fucking ears. I don't know what to tell you.
Fix your mic because I didn't hear you.
I mean, I heard myself fine.
I'm sure you did. You spoke.
This is old school, by the way. If you guys haven't been around for a long time, we used to do this a lot.
Yeah, good old days.
We used to be right next to each other, though.
That's what happens when we lose.
That's why I just sat back and grabbed the popcorn.
If the Phillies won last night and the Eagles won tonight, this would not
I mean, listen, I was downtrodden last night. I woke up today feeling like we're bearing this team. And
I had a victory cigar.
Last night, I was a little upset. I was pounding drinks. I've had a headache all day. It was bad. I'm feeling good right now. I still think we're going to win this series. We're better than this team. We blew a game yesterday. We got to go out and prove it tomorrow. I get all that. We got to go prove it tomorrow. I get it. But I think we're going to. That's where I'm at. I'm not fucking woe is me, hiding my head. Let's go get it done. Can't wait for the game to start tomorrow. Besides the fact that I'm going to be fucking at work. But can't wait for the game to start.
Well, I just have a hard time putting my season on Luzardo. I mean, I think that's the hardest thing for me.
Yeah, he's pitched well, though. He's pitched better than Ranger has in the last month. That's just a fact. And I'm not sure that I can trust Nola. So I feel like you have to go to him. You know what I mean?
No, I know. It's just how hard. But this is why this is why.
That's why game one was very important.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
But once you lose game one, now, hey, it's fucking nut up time. We got to go hit Blake Snell, your best friend. Send him a DM. We got to hit him.
We should send him a DM.
We got to hit him.
I'm not talking to that pussy.
We got to hit this guy. Let's go.
Well, I think the one benefit I will say is that Blake mowed us the last time we saw him, and
he's been good the last month. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say he hasn't, but he's got a history of not being great in the playoffs, and I don't care that he just shut the Reds down.
Hold the phone for a second and let me finish what I just said. Okay?
Oh, I was going to talk over you.
I can tell.
Nervous. Nelly.
I can tell. Oh, you don't even know. You don't even know how I was going to say. You don't even know. Okay, no. The Band-Aid got me. Now, could you just let me finish what I was trying to say?
I'm going to say another word.
I already forgot now. That's why I'm mad at you, because I had it, and I can't have you doing this.
Well, I don't want you to make a good point. Mariners won 1-1.
It's going to be a point how they can win this series and win tomorrow.
Just look what the Mariners did tonight.
Blake Snell mowed us the last time we saw him. So sometimes when I know that just happened, I feel better that things sort of even out in sports. And I feel better about that matchup going into Monday. So I'm gonna hold out hope that it pays off for us now. Like, we go get him because we saw him recently. He had our number. Things even out. But at the end of the day, this is as simple as this. This is the shit I'm tired of. This is the shit I'm fucking tired of in this city. Is that they got a 3-0 lead against arguably freaking Babe Ruth as a from Japan. It's Babe Ruth from Japan. And they got a 3-0 lead off of him. And the typical Philadelphia Phillies just are the anchor in the water, and they're good. And they're good. And the at-bats show it. And the rest of the game.
I mean, he was dealing after that. He was definitely upset.
You
got it. Yeah, I felt like we needed to work the counts a little more to get him out after 5. But I mean, listen, he's very good. I'm not going to say he's not.
I'm not even talking about what he did.
At 3-0,
you let Tyler
though,
Glass now come in. You look like Tyler Glass now came in, and you made him look like a Cy Young for a minute. So you let guys come in and mow you down. Forget Ohtani for another 2 or 3 innings. I'm talking about what came in and your ability 7th inning on that you showed all year, and you came out late and egging those innings. That's my biggest gripe.
Well, that's two. And I will say to Dave Roberts' credit, he knows that their bullpen hasn't been great, and he said, you know what, I'm just going to go with my best arms. And he put Glass now and Roki out there, which he went out and won a game. I think Greg said it earlier.
That's too soft.
You can definitely say that that he was outmanaged yesterday, Thompson, for sure.
That's too soft. That's too soft. So when you want to talk about me and what to put in my legs, why don't you look at your boyfriend, right, who you're sleeping head to toe with, and why don't you call his ass out on being soft and being fucking missionary and being a guy who's acting like there's 160 games left. That's
Thompson?
how he managed. He managed.
No, he did. I agree with that. But I'm saying he shouldn't. First of all, I didn't watch the press conference. I was drinking afterwards. But I'm just saying he obviously, to the media, he's going to be like, listen, we still have more. It's not, the series not over.
No,
but
it's the way
he should have went back in and been lighting people up and being like, listen, we're burying this fucking team. We're going to go win a game.
It's how he coached it.
I agree that he managed it poorly. I'm full.
No. It's not poorly. It's not poorly. It's like he had so many games to play with. This is what nobody's listening to.
No, it was poorly.
It's not.
Because he did something he hasn't done all year.
Poorly is one word, and then the other word is he managed it like he had 161 left. That's the matter. I'm not yelling at you.
But he did stuff he hasn't done all year, though, which would make it poorly. Because he, like you said, Schraub's only had 8 inherited runners all year. He did that. Robertson hasn't gone in and then come back out. He did that. He's did something he hasn't done all year.
That makes it sound like you have 161.
That's a poor job.
Well, and makes it sound
like, you can say whatever you want to say.
No, you're right on poor. I'm not arguing poor. I'm saying that's telling me that you got time to play with, that you can tinker with bullshit.
Yeah, tinker's a good word.
Like it's fucking spring training.
Tinker's a good word.
It's not spring training. This isn't the time to play around with stuff. This is the time to go attack with your best. If you want to play around with Ranger, that's not a play around. He's used to it. Like, you know what I mean? So if you want to go that route, it's a different conversation. But David Robinson and Matt Strahm in leverage situations, you can kiss my ass. You can kiss my ass. If that's what we're going to. You think Matt Strahm back? You think Robinson's back on the Yankees with you, Topper? You moron.
Honestly, if you know you're throwing Luzardo, game 2,
oh boy,
let him fire under some asses.
If you know you're throwing Luzardo game 2, I'm not sure why you don't throw one of the other stars, like Ranger or whoever you trust more for that 1 inning, the 7th inning. If you're trying to get the and Duran, it should be Ranger. Or if you're like, okay, they've already seen a lefty all game and you want to go, no, I don't care. You can sell me on either one, but I wouldn't have gone back to Robertson. That's all I'm saying. You can sell me on Kirkering.
And I think Strahm is fine if he starts his own inning. It's the inherited runners part, right? It's bringing the guy in.
Strahm got 2 big outs.
Hasn't done all year.
Right. Strahm did get 2 big outs.
And people, when they say he's tipping pitches, he got Betts and Ohtani out with Pies at second base. He just missed his spot with Teoscar.
Teoscar is a fucking pop-up.
But he missed his spot, right?
Yeah, no,
JT's inside. He puts it outside.
And that's what Teoscar's done his whole career. If you miss his spot, he's a big power guy.
Yeah.
He can leave the yard.
He did a great job staying through that ball.
But he doesn't get to him if you just let Strom open the inning.
Yeah. And that's where it's, like I said, that's where you're managing, like it's preseason, spring training, where you're tinkering with stuff that you would never do with relievers. Like, you can't mess with relievers. Like, you can't do that stuff. Like,
I agree.
Like, you can't do stuff. They're not.
Routine. I'm a routine guy when it comes to baseball.
Like, he lost another game for the Philadelphia Phillies, and I'm tired of him. Now, Bryce Harper, part of it. Kyle Schwarber, listen, babe. After that performance, I'm not giving you $400 million. I'll go spend it elsewhere.
How many swing and misses did Schwarber have yesterday?
Every one of them.
It was a lot.
Well, yeah, he swung and missed through everything, but I think he had 3 Ks.
I'm saying, did he have? I think he had 9 swings and misses.
Probably, yeah.
The only one I can give a little break to is Trey, because he missed time, right? But I can't even give him a break because then don't play. That's how I look at that. And if you ain't ready, don't play. So I need these guys to hit, and they got to start hitting Monday. And these guys are carriers. These are the money makers of this baseball team, and money makers like Teoscar Hernandez have to hit, right? Like, Teoscar Hernandez getting paid a lot of money, big swing. Guys who get paid a lot of money got to have big swings. And then your other guys like Kiki Hernandez or Harrison Bader or Max Kepler, right?
What's
the guys.
What's the deal with Bader?
Probably, I would think he's out tomorrow, but I think there's a good chance he could return in the series. I think it said grade 1 strain of the groin strain.
I thought they said hammy, but either way.
Well, they first initially said hammy, and then after the game came back with groin.
Groin might be better, actually.
Yeah,
he sounded like he was
either way, but I need him in center.
Well, I mean, a groin's better than a hammy. Hammy lingers longer.
For sure.
He sounded like
hammy's like no more. He would be out for the rest of the playoffs.
Yes.
Well, grade 1, maybe not. Yeah, grade 1's the highest, or is grade?
I think grade 1's the
3
lowest.
is the highest.
No,
grade 3 is the highest. Yeah.
1, he wouldn't be out for the playoffs, but
right,
he would probably miss a week. A groin you might miss today, and more treatment tomorrow. You might feel good enough to play now, especially with a grade 1.
Right.
Like Greg said, I mean, worse. I mean, he's playing.
Yeah, I can't have him be a detriment. He's got to be able to move out there. But if he can move, I need him in center.
Wednesday's the next game. Wednesday's a guarantee, in my opinion.
I would think
Wednesday,
so.
I don't know how you're not, with all the treatment and stuff, how you're not. It's not feeling a ton better. But again, he's, they're not going to play unless he's good enough to play. And Marshall plays center, and we got to go hit.
And then, hey, Cassie, let's go. You've been whining. Time to show it.
Yeah, he whined and had a chance last night, and he tries to pull every goddamn pitch. So, I mean, it's the same old. The reason he's not playing. So his wife and everybody else can shut their mouth on Twitter, right? When you get opportunities and you try to pull everything down the line, and everybody pounds you away, like, you're a moron. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't think that people are going to all speed you and let you try to get yourself out, you're just crazy. I never understood it.
No, I agree with you on that. That's exactly how they're going to pitch him.
No, I mean, Trey had a great year.
I still think,
Tony, but he's had some bad postseasons, I would say, with us.
Yeah.
Well, he this year was his best year for us by far. He was way better in the field than he's been in the last 2 years, and he won the batting title. I mean, you can't really ask for more.
Yeah, I mean, he wins the batting title. Would have won hits if he wasn't hurt. You know what I mean? Like.
No, he had a great year. Another picky, Josh. Oh, PI. I'm ready to go win a baseball game tomorrow.
I wish we could.
And Lazardo, we need a big effort. We need a big effort from Jesus, the Jesus.
We need a Jesus like offer. Yeah.
Let's go. I need him to throw well, but I need like Schwarber, Harper, and Turner. So,
we need guys to hit for sure. We need guys to hit. Yeah. I mean, look at tonight. I bet you everyone in Seattle after yesterday they lose. With arguably the better pitcher on the mound. I think Detroit threw basically a bullpen game yesterday.
Well, same thing. We're a plus,
and then they got Scoobs tonight. They're thinking, oh my God, we can't go down 0-2 going to Detroit. and they went and they found a way to get a W against Scuba tonight. We got to do the same thing tomorrow. You got to find a way tomorrow. You got to dig deep and find a way. That's what it comes down to.
Well, they're
good
they're
team will
plus,
dig deep and find a way tomorrow, and I feel like we will.
Mariners were plus money tonight, and so were the Phillies tomorrow. So to your point, both plus money. Thought the same thing. Both must win games. Both teams can swing it. I can see something similar tomorrow, like that same thing, 3-2, 4-2, 4-3.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably gonna be close all series, I would assume.
I mean, you would think, and who's going to get the big swings? They did the other night. You have a chance for Edmundo to have a big swing, right? He gets jammed up a little bit. When he first swung, it looked like he pimped it, and I was like, "Oh, did he get that?" I mean, he definitely did not get it. So, but again, a game of inches, game of centimeters. Our centimeters need to be bigger than theirs.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Hey, yo.
That's what she said about your centimeter.
Centimeter talk.
Blue Jays plus money today, too. Well,
yeah, because they're placing Freed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Savage is the local kid, right? Kid from PA?
Yeah, he pitched great.
Yeah. Can't believe they took him out. I can't believe they took him out.
Well, I can because he hadn't thrown a ton, but yeah.
I mean, you're up 12-0. It's not like it's 3-0. You know what I mean?
They did let up 7 runs after that.
I turned it off.
13-7 final. But no, listen. Gotta do job tomorrow.
Yeah, can't go down too well.
Gotta go do a job tomorrow, 100%. And I'm expecting it to get done. Blue Jays plus money today was a gimme, by the way. I don't think Max Fried's ever pitched well in Toronto.
I agree. Well, Kevin Coleman, that's a big catch.
Yeah, it's a real big catch. These Bills jerseys, by the way, disgusting. Never wear them again. Filthy. No. Way too silvery, way too shiny. What are they wearing?
Ice cream cone.
Yeah, I don't like it. That's probably why they're losing.
Well, hopefully there's no weenie tomorrow night, Eddie. Hopefully we're the big dog. Because listen, I don't know what you do, and we'll have this conversation if we get there, and hopefully we don't. But if they don't get to a certain point, there's got to be some big conversations this offseason. Obviously Nick's the guy you're not gonna bring back.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it.
And then you got to make a decision on Schwarber. And do you want to sort of spend that money elsewhere? Do you what direction do you want to go with stuff? And
Schwarber and Ranger.
And I think if they lose this series, hypothetically, all hypotheticals, I think they're guys that you might have to consider, going a little bit different direction because we weren't able to do what we wanted to do. Right? Like you might. Now, I'm not telling. Let's just see how this series goes. Let's go win a game tomorrow. Let's go figure it the hell out. All right. As much as I don't want them to break my heart again. I'm obviously jazzed up and I want to get a goddamn win tomorrow, but I don't feel good right now. That's my whole point, Wills. It's not that I don't think they can.
I don't think anyone should feel good.
I just don't feel good.
That game. But I still think that we're a better team, and I think we're going to find a way. I trust that we're going to find a way.
I hope you're right. That's all. I hope you're right for once.
We got to go for once. We got crumbs.
We usually aren't.
Because I think I do. I think I got a couple.
I always got crumbs.
Always got.
Mine's Rob Thompson. Back to him, right?
That's not a bad one to have.
I mean, he's a crumb in a month. I mean, we're not just talking. I got a double dipper here too. He's crumb in a month, and Robbie T's crumb for strictly the reason of treating it like we had a million games left, doing the same things and making the same mistakes he's made year after year. And what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Rob, I don't know when you're going to learn, right? I just don't know. Again, the way you talked, I'm not a big presser guy, but the way you talked and the way you acted after this baseball game sounded like you had a ton left to play with, and you were walking around like you had goddamn house money, like it was house money game. Are you out of your fucking mind, Rob? Really, that this was a house money game? That's how I perceived your presser. That this was just all right. We're good. Like, yeah, I know we're good. But you know what I mean? I know we're good, but you can't go give games away, Rob. You can't have your fingerprints on losses. And you're not alone. But when you're the manager of a team
You are not alone.
that has expectations like this baseball team does, you cannot lose this series.
I think the biggest.
But to your point, Tommy, because he puts his hands on it,
Yeah.
now all the vitriol isn't on 1, 2, and 3. They get a pass again because Robbie T stuck his dumbass hands in that cookie jar and tried to fuck around with it.
All the time. All the time.
The most egregious thing he did is, and you guys have both been echoing it, is the fact that he got away with. He did some stuff that he hasn't done all season. Like, why are we doing this strum with guys on base? Why are we running Robertson back out there for a second inning when he did the job that we brought him in to do? That's the biggest mistake that he made, in my opinion, for sure. And it cost us the game, probably. There was a lot of factors that cost the game, but that's one of them for sure.
And depending on how they come out, might have cost us a series just because we know in a short series how important game 1 is.
Absolutely. It's not a 7-gamer, and I think he forgot. Seriously, do. I think he thought this was 7. Big Macmar says biggest crumb is the Phillies for still putting on the light entrance for Duran when we're down 5-3. Crazy work to do that. Down runs. I actually agree.
Yeah. At first, I didn't like. First, like I saw some outrage on Twitter right afterwards, and at first I'm like, I don't get it. But then, like as you sink in and you start to, go deeper and deeper into your feelings and depression last night. Yeah, it was bold move. Bold move.
Same with the Eagles. Crumb part 2 is the stuff we already talked about. The offense in the second half. Want to force the football in the second half. Want to try to make people happy instead of winning the football game.
AJ can be crumbed up for sure.
Yep. So there's my crumbs. Go ahead, boys.
Well, I know where Greg's going, so I won't use
for
it
a second. I got a broken back.
I was just gonna gloss over them, but
I'll add him to mine then. But I mean, James Franklin.
What a fucking crumb.
I mean. Can you not fire him at this point, Craig?
You have to.
I saw the stat today that had me laughing, but like I don't even know the guy's name, but the guy that's the interim coach for UCLA right now has as many Big Ten wins against a top 10 opponent as James Franklin.
It's James Franklin. And he's got Rick Neuhausel's kid just torching our defense.
And it came against James Franklin.
Yeah.
Yeah, against James Franklin. It's kind of amazing.
Oh.
25-point dog after you lost a game at home to Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
You're a 25-point favorite, and you let a 25-point dog. I mean, listen, they came back and they made it a game, but you were getting whipped.
Yeah,
you came in. And
you made Nico actually look like a stud again.
You came in and you got whipped, and that's embarrassing. I'm not even a Penn State fan. Embarrassing.
100%.
Embarrassing.
And then
Philly, fire them for that. They're never going to fire them.
And then Phillies come back and ruin their night again. Oh, I was at the bottom of the pool with a weighted vest.
Yeah, I mean the Phillies. You can crumb the Phillies. You can crumb AJ. It's been a crummy fucking Philadelphia sports weekend, just in general. We can crumb the whole weekend. But yeah, I mean that's where I'll lean. James Franklin with a dose of Phillies and a dose of AJ Brown.
Yeah,
and
I'm so glad they're unranked right now. Like I was hoping that they would fall that far, and you have to. They're the worst team in the Power 4. They're the worst team in the Power 4. UCLA.
Oh, I mean they were. Yeah, at that point, I mean they were winless, right?
Yeah, they had no wins,
and they were getting their ass kicked too. They weren't just winless. They were getting
right. Yeah,
getting whipped. Yeah,
they had 5 people at the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they couldn't even do a full court storming or a field storming. They had a field sprinkle.
Yeah, sprinkles being nice.
Right. A spot shower.
Yeah, spot shower. 2-second spot shower.
Yeah, like a Florida rainstorm. Here gone, here gone.
Yeah, that was quick.
Just a quick sun shower.
Sun shower.
Oh,
yeah, I was gonna pass. I mean, I was gonna mention them, but yeah, I mean, James Franklin, the WNBA, and their shithole commissioner and how she's handling things. Wonderful.
Oh, yeah. She's an idiot.
She's a moron. But I'm gonna lump a whole bunch of people together on one subject, and it's going to be the NFL. It's going to be Dean Blandino, Mike Greenberg, Adam Schefter, all the anti-tush push guys who were oh so silent when San Fran ran the tush push and Mac Jones, and they picked it up. It wasn't an abomination at that point, but it's only an abomination when the Philadelphia Eagles run it. And if the St. Louis Rams would have ran it, they probably win the game. But instead, you try and actually run the football, and you don't get it. But, Dean Blandino coming out, Adam Schefter, Mike Greenberg, ESPN, the NFL, they just want to shit on the Eagles because they're really good at a play. And ironically, Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers voted against it and then still ran it and got to play with Mac Jones. So, again, it only comes back to who's running it and why you want to ban it. So, shove that right up your ass.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that we haven't ran it in 2 weeks. Run it more.
And I felt weird coming on, and that was going to be my main crumb, knowing we didn't run it today.
We didn't run it week either.
Well, we lined up for it, but yeah.
We ran a couple of variations out of it, but we didn't actually run it. Yeah.
Right.
Listen, and I'm on record saying that I'm pretty sure, almost positive, because of, like you said, how everyone's been whining, that it's going to be the last year of it. So you might as well beat the horse to death. Run the shit out of it.
Yep.
Get them crying more.
Amen.
Yeah.
But just keep the same energy, right? You're gonna hate it for us, hate it for everybody.
They just hate it because we've been winning.
Because it's us, absolutely.
No question.
I kind of like that though. I like the fact that everyone hates us now, because when everyone hates you, it means you're really good.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it.
I hope that doesn't go away because we haven't been playing great. But yeah, I do agree though that it's weird. The way they whine over it's very weird.
Yes.
Yeah, weird.
It's like we always say, it's a 1 yard play, 2 yard play. But yet,
and it's a legal play. It's legal. It's legal. It's within the rules to do.
But yet they totally just destroyed the kicking game. Like the kickoffs are atrocious. You want to talk about a play that you know what I mean, like a setup and a play that shouldn't be in the game anymore. Like that's terrible. Got to land in a landing zone and this. It's weird what we pick and choose to fight over from a league standpoint.
Oh yeah, we could have a whole show on that one too. I want the shit's all over the place.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, Goodell's a pile of shit. Everyone knows that. He wants to talk about player safety. Meanwhile, they got to play. People got to play in Brazil. He got to play in fucking Ireland. He got to play in fucking London. He got to Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Shut the fuck up, Goodell.
Yeah, go to back Goodell because that's where we're going. But great show, boys. Hit your quota, Wells. 11 minutes ahead of schedule.
Perfect.
So we made it. And listen,
Look, we made it.
We played Thursday night. That's a dub. Write it in. Let's look better. That's
and tomorrow is a dub. Write it in.
And
if you're scared, go to Tom's house.
Yeah, if you don't show up at my house. But Phil's must win tomorrow night. This been agree to disagree. That's Brian Wilson. He's a moron. That's Greg Mwakovic. I'm Tom Arnone. Everybody out there, we love you. Go Phils. Find the way. Find a way. Find a way to hit that like, subscribe, and follow on your way out. We love you. And listen, we're gonna have good vibes. By next Sunday when we talk to you, everybody, we're gonna have good vibes. Phils will advance. Eagles will get back in the win column, and we're gonna start feeling ourselves a little more.
Vibes will be high.
Cool.
We out.
Hey,
peace.